Welcome to another flipped lesson in maths. This time we're looking at how to draw a 3D shape using isometric paper. So the first question you're probably asking yourself is, what does isometric mean? Well, isometric just means being able to draw, or using the method of drawing of a three-dimensional shape using a two-dimensional surface, so such as our paper. Okay, so you can see the dots here. This is what's going to help us draw our three-dimensional shape. So the first step when we come to this is we get some people that can use the dots and some people that can't. And it comes down to how we view our object that we're going to draw. So if we're drawing, say, a cube, okay, most people are going to draw just the first face. Okay, they'll draw that face and then they'll try and draw the side attached to it. Okay, but when you're using this paper and the dots, you can't do that. You actually have to start with drawing this edge here first. Or in some cases, some people start drawing the Y, okay, and that gives them their edges. Some prior knowledge that we need to know about is our parallel lines. So of this shape, we've got our parallel lines that are running down our shape, and then we've got our parallel lines that are running across and the opposite way, okay. And so we've got to use this knowledge with drawing our shape. So down here, okay, we can start with drawing our first one. So generally I like to draw a straight line down, and then you can draw the Y here, or some people like to draw just the top. They like to do a little diamond just using the top of the paper there, and then we can put in our other two parallel lines going side by side, and then we just connect the sides up to get our little cube. Okay, so that's how we view our cube. Okay, so the mistake that people try to make is they try to go long ways with the shape here. So they try to go and do a square that way and then try and do the other sides. Okay, yes, it does work, but it doesn't quite get you the right sort of shapes that you're going to want to build on your isometric paper. Okay, especially when we start stacking these objects on top of each other. Okay, so you want to generally try and stay side by side with the dots and not actually go too far across. If you are going to enlarge your object, okay, then enlarge it on that angle. Okay, remember we're going to use the edge side, okay, and that's what we're going to try and show. So when we look at our isometric paper, we're actually making sure that we're seeing all three sides very clearly. Okay, with this here, it gets a little bit hard when we start to build into other shapes in that. Okay, so I suggest you have a practice at this. There's multiple ways. So some of the kids in the class were talking about just doing the top part first and then doing the legs coming down to make your box. Other pieces say find your bottom bit first and then go up the sides and find the triangle top at the house to then connect it that way. So there's multiple ways of doing and drawing your cubes using the isometric paper. Okay, so it's good to just have a play around with it. Practice drawing first before you come to doing your first task. So you'll get a sheet probably to practice first, and then once you've got the hang of it, start drawing some of the shapes and that they look at. Okay, so have a go, guys. We'll see you soon on the floor.